Well, thankfully there's some wet weather on the way for a lot of us this weekend, and many of us are going to head to the movies. But what new releases are worth the trip? Our film buff Ben from Brisbane is back with his scoop on this week's hits and misses.
Ben, there's a movie out that I really want to see, The Dallas Buyers Club with Matthew McConaughey. It's tipped to take out the Oscar.
Yes.
Let's have a look.
Mr. Woodruff, you've tested positive for HIV. Have you ever used intravenous drugs? Have you ever engaged in homosexual conduct?
Homo. You say homo? You made a mistake, because that ain't me.
Mr. Woodruff, we estimate you have 30 days left.
So, Ben, what did you think of the movie?
It's so good.
Is it?
It's so good. Look, what's great about it is it avoids all that sort of sentiment, that trite sentimentality of a Hollywood flick. He is going to win the Oscar.
Really?
I'm going to say that, and I'm also going to say that Jared Leto is going to win the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor as well.
Because he plays a transgender person in this,
Yes,
is that right?
Yes, he does. I want people to know that before they see this film that the subject matter is very unapologetic, it's very upfront, but there's a lot of humour in there as well, and you don't leave the film feeling sad. I left the film feeling sort of quite uplifted in a strange way. It's a beautiful story, and it's set in the 1980s when there was a lot of stigma as well. It's sort of set shortly after the death of Rock Hudson, which I think a lot of the viewers would kind of understand the time and place.
So he's given like 30 days to live.
Yeah.
So he has AIDS.
That's correct,
Yeah.
HIV positive.
How many popcorns would you give this film?
Well, I'm giving it 4. If we could do
4?
Yes, if we could do.
Wow.
That's the highest. That's the highest rating. If I could do 4.5, I would. But 4.
Four concerts, all right.
Yeah.
On to something different now. Winter's Tale stars Jennifer Connelly, Colin Firth, and our very own Russell Crowe. Let's check it out.
You steal things?
I do steal things, yeah, from time to time. Lately, I've been having a bit of a disagreement with an old boss, though.
Peter Lake. I want to kill him, and I want her to stay dead. What's the best thing you've ever stolen?
I'm beginning to think I haven't stolen it yet.
Popular book gets turned into a film. Does it work?
Oh,
you were positive.
it was so. Look, I went in and out of consciousness in this movie.
Don't mince words.
And I can be honest in this.
Yes, of course. Just with us. No one's watching.
That's why we pay you, Ben.
I lost the will to live. it's tough. It's tough. The actors are so good. Like, I love Russ. He's gorgeous. And Colin. I
don't think they'll be loving you at the moment.
Look, the performers are wonderful. It's just that there's a flying horse, and there's magic rocks, and there's a lot of magic rocks, and there's a lot of references to the power of light.
Right.
Will Smith plays Lucifer. And he wears sort of gold earrings and wears a suit.
Is it for children? Is it a kids' movie?
No, you can't.
No.
See, this is the thing. It's rated M, so you can't take kids to it.
Oh. And
it's sort of romantic, but it's not romantic enough for Valentine's. But
okay.
I'm giving it I wanted to give it 2.5 because I felt a bit bad. It's got Eva Marie Saint.
You can't give sympathy.
No, but it's got Eva Marie Saint, who's in North by Northwest, and she was worth half, I think. But I think if you like the book, you'll like this.
All right, great.
People were crying after this movie, but they were crying because they liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Benny.
You were crying because you hated it. See you next week.